Welcome back to another episode of the Switch Survival Guide for Ark Survival Evolved. So, it is pouring down rain. It's still pretty early in the morning, so it's freezing out right now. You can see we have a campfire that is just burning just fine, even though it's getting soaked by the rain. But if we step closer to it, we're standing right next to the campfire, it's actually keeping us a lot warmer. So, if you've got the ice cube on the bottom right side of the screen, we are freezing. And then when we get close to the fire, we're just cold. So it helps a lot to keep warm. Now, we're going to have to keep warm a lot. There's a lot of art which is just keeping yourself warm and cold. And hey, check it out. I'm getting a pretty fancy little beard going here. Yeah, looking snazzy. So, we should probably make some clothes. I don't want to run around in my boxers all the time and, get embarrassed when the dinosaurs come around. So, we're going to go over how to make clothing and how to keep yourself warm. So, if I open up my menu using the A button, and I come up to my crafting queue, I don't have any clothing here yet, but we can actually make them. Now, in order to learn the engram for clothes, I'm actually going to hit the plus button. It should be the plus button on the Switch, which pulls up all of my engram list. And as you can see here, we've got a lot of clothing we can make. So I'm going to start by just making pants and a shirt. We're only going to spend 6 engram points for that, and I don't think I'm going to need the rest of the clothing just yet. So let me cancel out of that, and we're going to come up to our crafting queue. And you can see that pants and shirts take a lot of fiber. It takes 50 fiber for the pants and 40 for the shirt. But trust me, it's worth it. There is no price for modesty. So I'm going to use the right trigger to craft the pants, and then hit right trigger again to add the shirt to the queue. And those are just going to keep going. And then going back to my inventory here, I'm going to use the right trigger to select the pants. And that's going to put them right on. Much better. I can also click the B button to select them and then drag them to where it says torso. And now we got a shirt. So check it out. We are totally decent now. Still weird weather out here, but the fire stopped burning because we ran out of wood. And check it out. We have got a bunch of meat that finally finished cooking. So I'm going to hold down the B button to pull the meat out. We've got some spoiled meat, which is not going to be super helpful for now, but it will be helpful later on. Alright, so we've still got some raw meat that is just slowly spoiling in the campfire, and we've also got some charcoal that's left over when the fire burns. So I'm going to grab a little bit more wood over here. We don't really need that on the beach. Clean it up a little bit here. And now, as we're chopping down these trees, they will eventually grow back, but they will stop growing back if we build something close by. So that's something to remember when you're actually building a house, that it's going to stop nearby resources from respawning. So there we go. It's finally stopped raining. I'm going to replace the wood here in our fire. And now we've got a little bit of clothing to keep us warm. Now you can see here I cannot place the wood in the fire because it's got all of its slots are full. It can only hold 3 slots worth of inventory. So the button right here, this little arrows, will transfer everything out of the inventory and pick it all up. So I'm only going to put maybe half the stack here. So I'm going to hit the X button to split the stack in half, and then hold down the B button to drop that entire stack of almost 40 wood. That should burn for quite a while. And then I'm going to hold it down again to drop all the meat in there. And I'll go over and light the fire. So we got the meat cooking again. We've got a little bit more spoiled meat, but that will actually come in handy, very handy later on. I'm also going to move this meat down to my hotbar, because we will be using that when we need it. And it restores a lot of health and a lot of food. So I'm also going to eat some berries because we are getting kind of low on berries here. And there we go. So that's the basics on how to make clothing. Now I think this shirt and pants is going to be enough for quite a while, but later on we could actually learn the gloves and the boots and the hat, and that will give us more protection. Now, It gives us a little bit of armor. You can see here we get 10 armor from these clothes and then an additional 10 from the pants. And that's going to make it so we can take a little bit more damage from dinosaurs. It won't hurt us quite as much when they attack us. You can also see here it's got durability, so it will wear down the more damage we take, and it'll eventually break. You can actually repair items when they break. We'll go over that later on. And you can see here it says hyperthermic insulation is 15 and hypothermic is 8. Now, 15 hyperthermic means it's going to make us stay cool more easily. So when it gets really hot in this tropical sun, as long as we've got more cloth clothing, we won't get hot as easily. And it gives us a little bit of heat, a little bit of warmth when it gets cold too. So that's going to give us a pretty good start for protecting against the elements. But if we really want to do a good job with that, we're going to want a house. And usually the first day I try to build a house before the day ends, because at nighttime it gets really dangerous and a lot of predators show up. And so in the next episode we're actually going to build ourselves a house. So go ahead and collect some fiber. I forgot to mention you get the fiber by collecting these plants here. And we'll get a bunch of fiber eventually. There we go. Now we're getting some fiber here. And you can use that to make yourself some clothing. And get as much clothing as you want, but I like to save some engram points because we'll be needing a lot for other things. So just getting some pants and shirt is not a bad idea. I also figured out there's an event going on right now which is giving me double experience and double items when I'm gathering, which is why I'm getting so much experience and so many items. So you will probably, it'll probably be over by the time you watch this, so you may not get as quick experience in gathering, but it'll get there. You'll just have to do a little bit more of it. So thanks for watching this episode, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe to our channel, and we will bring you more great guides coming up soon. Thanks so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more great guides like this one. Ark is an amazing game, but there is so much to learn before you can really enjoy it. We are dedicated to bringing you high-quality guides, tutorials, and Let's Play videos that are fun, helpful, clean, and suitable for the entire family. There's a tutorial in this series for everything we have done so far in this video. Check out these playlists for more episodes from this series and other guides to help you enjoy your journey on Ark.